Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a very quick video today, just to keep you in the picture with where I am. So just a quick update video for you basically. So you know that I've been away yet again from YouTube for a few weeks. The last video that I uploaded was last week, the free-for-all video about the news for Total War Warhammer 2, which is fantastic to get that revelation from Creative Assembly. So yeah, before that video came out, I released an Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator video about a month before that. And yeah, the gap was too big. I'm not going to make excuses up, trying to, say why I've not been here again, or say come up with excuses. It's not acceptable. I apologise, and we're going to improve moving forward. So the reason why I'm doing this video today is just to keep you in the picture with where I've been since that free-for-all video. Now, if you follow me on social media like Twitter and Facebook, you'll know what this is all about. If you haven't, then you can do. By all means, follow me down below, links in the description if you want to go and check me out there. But yeah, if you've been following me on social media, you know that I have last week had a quite intensive knee operation. What actually happened was, just to keep you in the picture, long story short essentially here, last year I was playing football, quite regularly, and playing football last year, no problems, and then suddenly I went to go for the ball, lunged myself forward, and the weight on my knee literally made it give way. And it's not the most painful feeling that I've ever had, but the most weirdest feeling that I've ever had. It was just so strange because literally, as I say, the knee gave way. It went to one side. It was horrendous, the sensation was. And I couldn't walk on it. Tried to play football on. Sorry, if you can hear like a fart noise, that's my chair squeaking, I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm not farting. So yeah, I tried to play on, and it went again. I thought, no, something's gone here. Something pretty bad has gone here. So next day, I couldn't walk on it, went to the hospital, they checked it out. They said at that point, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's only a sprained knee. You should be okay in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. Never fully recovered from that, never really got better, couldn't play on it after that. Didn't even contemplate going back to football after the actual injury happened. And then it went again, actually, when I was on holiday. I was playing with Isabel, playing some just catch with it, and literally the knee went again. So I thought at that point, something's wrong here, it's not fixed itself, I need to go and sort this out. So then life got in the way, things at home, at work where I am got in the way, distractions happened. I didn't really do anything about it because the pain went away. It's just you could feel it was there still. It was clicking, my knee was, and it wasn't as strong as it used to be. But I could to an extent run on it, as in I'll go to the gym on the the running machine, and I could sprint to an extent, but it was limping, if you know what I mean. It wasn't fully like it used to be. I could do weights on it. I could go about my daily business okay. Sometimes it would ache, especially if it was cold, and as I said as well, the bone would click. You could hear it and feel it clicking in your knee, so you knew, as I say, something wasn't right then. But I couldn't play football. I knew that would not be something I could do at that point. The twisting and turning would just no way the knee would be able to do it. So yeah, I thought, you know what, enough's enough, I need to get it sorted out. So about November time, I went to the doctors last year. They checked it out. Within about 2 minutes of him feeling my knee, he goes, yeah, no, you need to get this scanned. There's something wrong here. So in December, I went to get an MRI scan. That was then confirmed. The results were were confirmed back to me in January. And yeah, he said that I've basically torn the ligament in my knee. So the two, I think from what he said, the two bones obviously that connect to the knee, the ligaments that are keeping everything in that knee area complete and intact, well, the anterior cruciate ligament, which is what I tore, completely gone. Basically, there's no ligament there. So the knees were clicking together, which is why that obviously gave away what that clicking noise was. And that's why I couldn't really twist on it and put too much exertion on the knee. So I went to see a specialist then, and he said to me, well, you've got two options really. You either can carry on as you are, never play football again, which I want to do because I love playing football, so that wasn't really good, I say put up with it, and then you could be in a position where 30 years down the line you start to get pretty bad arthritis in the knee, and the flexibility and the sort of wear and tear of the knee will degrade over time. Or you can have a knee operation, which is an ACL reconstruction surgery. So, and that would then, after a period of recovery, will allow me to get about my daily business again, be able to play proper contact sport like football again, and be able to go back and perform better at the gym, essentially. So yeah, that was the route I took. So here is where we are now. So last week, 1st of June, as I say, you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, I posted out some pictures, which I'll put on the video, they'll probably be on the screen right now, of me in my hospital bed just after my surgery. So yeah, here we are. Now the recovery time of the actual injury itself, sorry, the operation itself, is about 6 to 9 months to get from where I am now to back playing full-on contact football and you know, going back to the gym consistently with my legs. I mean, top half of my body I'll be able to do within a few weeks, but proper leg work, obviously that's a long way down the line. It was quite funny actually. I mean, I've never been put asleep before with surgery. It's first time. So it's quite a weird experience. When I went into the theatre, you put the cannula in my hand into the vein to put obviously the anaesthetic in there. Didn't really feel that. It was pretty fine. Put the stuff in. He said, you may feel like you've had a few drinks. Well, yeah, I did actually, pretty quickly. And I've got to admit, it wasn't too bad. The feeling was quite nice. But then he said, put a mask on. So I put this mask on. He said, it may smell a bit. Okay, well, it didn't really smell to me. And I was expecting, because usually they do like a countdown. If you've had an operation before, you probably know they do a countdown. Like countdown from 10. So I was expecting him to do that. So I closed my eyes just to get myself prepared for that. Next thing you know, boom, I've woken up and the operation's been done. I'm like, what? Oh, right, okay. Now, apparently when I woke up as well, I woke up and went, woo, like this. So I don't know why I did that. Don't know if it's the anaesthetic kicking in or what. But yeah, I just literally woke up and went, woo. They're like a bit like Ric Flair. If you've watched WWF wrestling in the day, you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's what happened, and then I felt like I'd had about 20 pints of cider after that for a good few hours, dozing in and out of sleep. Really quite spaced out, but it wasn't too bad. I was sick a few times off the anaesthetic, but that's normal. And then yeah, that's where we are. So then I've come home, and you can imagine 3 kids. It's pretty intense with them going all over the place. I'm trying to make sure I'm resting my leg and they're not getting in the way, which is harder or easier said than done. To be honest with you, surprisingly, the best of the 3 of the kids is Edward, the youngest, the madman, the crazy lad. You know about him.
I don't believe you.
He's the one who's doing really well around me. He's been coming up to me, stroking my knee, and actually making sure he's not hitting it. Oliver, on the other hand, has been bashing into it left, right and centre, so it just shows that actually it's not the youngest that you've got to be worried about. But yeah, so what the most important thing is now is, and this is what the consultant said to me when I had the operation, before the operation as well, it's not about this surgery, which was successful. He's basically put the ligament, well, what he did was he took a bit of graft, he's grafted some of my hamstring from the back of my leg, and he's folded those fibres together from the actual muscle he's taken away from the hamstring, and he's then put that in place to replace the ligament in my knee. That's been absolutely 100% successful from what he's told me. No problems with that at all. All I've got now is like 3 or 4 plasters on where they've gone in through my skin with the cameras and obviously the machines to do all the work on them. And yeah, the worst part of it now is obviously trying to keep the swelling down, and it's the soreness and the stiffness of it all. And actually, surprisingly, it's not the knee that's giving the most aggro at the moment. It's actually my hamstring, and you'll see another photograph on the screen now. Look at the amount of bruising on my leg, and this is completely normal. The bruising is what you get from having a hamstring graft. You can either have a hamstring graft, or you can have it grafted from the front of your knee instead. I've forgotten the actual, is it tabular graft or something like that? I can't remember the exact name. But yeah, if you do it from the hamstring instead, it's produces this bruising, and it gets really stiff, and you really do feel it in your hamstring afterwards. So yeah, the most important thing now, as I said, the consultant said to me, was to, once you've had the surgery, is to actually rest, to recuperate, and to do your actual exercises, your physiotherapy. That's where the improvements, that's where the gains are going to be made, because if you do that properly, then you'll get full function of your knee back to where it was before. Even actually, you could actually get it better than it was before. Before the operation, you could get it to be actually better than it was, because they've made it stronger with the operation in a way, funny enough. So that's very important now, that I recuperate and I do the exercise I need to. So actually, no, that wasn't long story short, was it? But hey, you got to know exactly the details, didn't you then, really? So you know exactly what happened now. So yeah, I've come back home on the Friday. I've put it up to rest it. You have to keep it elevated to make sure you try and reduce the swelling and the pain. Keep putting ice packs on there as well to make sure you reduce the swelling. And yeah, just basically not walk on it. I've got crutches as well. So a couple of days of doing that, it felt good. It felt okay. Obviously, I've got painkillers to keep everything in check. But then I think I overdid it, because after a couple of days I got up and I thought, oh, actually I can walk without my crutches here. So I started to do a bit more walking, and that was the worst thing to do, because then your legs start, your knee starts to swell up, it starts to get more painful again, and your body is essentially saying to you, hang on, you're doing too much here, you know, don't get carried away with this, don't get cocky, kid. So I've gone back to square one, because I was trying to get back to doing YouTube. Obviously, I had that free-for-all video pre-planned, and I released it on the day that we could announce it. And then I was going to come back from hospital, and after a day or so, start doing YouTube videos again. But yeah, it's taken me a while to get to this point where we're at now. So it's been, what, just over a week since I've had the operation. The swelling's gone back down again after me overexerting myself. I've gone to see the physio for the first time yesterday. I've got the ice pack on right now, but what I'm doing is, because the swelling's gone down again, the pain's a lot more manageable as it was when I first started, I can come back to sitting at the PC, because I tweeted out a couple of days ago saying, I'm sorry guys, I wanted to come back to YouTube a few days ago, but my knee's giving me a lot of aggro, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to delay it. I've got loads of ideas, and it was really frustrating, for obviously I wanted to create some videos for you. But yeah, I've managed to keep it in check again now, so I'm back at the PC here. I'll take a photograph so you can see what I'm talking about, but basically my knee is on a stool, elevated by a couple of cushions. I've got the ice pack on, and it's not too bad. I'm quite comfortable actually, so if I can keep this up, I should be able to create videos quite consistently now, because I'm off work for a few weeks, and then you know what the aim is here is to use these weeks to obviously recuperate, but also to get back into YouTube, start getting these videos out consistently again, and then when I'm back at work again, I can start getting to a routine of managing YouTube and work and the gym and recuperation, things like that. And that's what I'm going to try and do. So videos aren't going to come every single day, but they're going to come a lot more consistently every other day possibly, or every day, or every 2 days maybe, but yeah, try and ultimately aim for every other day at least. And yeah, just get to that position. And yeah, so this is the journey we're at now, and that's what I wanted to let you know, really, guys. So if you've got to this point in the video, fantastic. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Check me out on social media, as I said, if you haven't already, to keep me keep yourself up to date, really, with things like this, because if you don't do that and you just follow me on YouTube, then you won't know why I've been away, and you probably comment on some of my videos saying, where are you? Well, if you follow me on social media, you'll know exactly why. So videos coming out in the next few days. I said I've got some good ideas. I've got some great videos to release and to create, some informative videos, some gameplay videos I've got for you. Some things have been kicking off since I've been away, so I want to get back into it. Obviously, I want to go back to the free-for-all information. Some things have been clarified a lot more since I did that video, so I'm going to touch base on that again, alongside, or along with, I should say, all the other new information that we've got released to us last week. I mean, I went down to Horsham Creative Assembly Studios a week before my operation. You guys probably know that from other YouTubers as well. So I got to hands-on with the game, which was fantastic. Got to play a great battle, which you guys will hopefully see in a few weeks' time. I got to get some loads of information from the developers about the game. I've done a developer interview which I'm going to release to you as well, so that's coming out. Got loads of information to drop to you at the same time. I've got a video about Ancient Cities, which is a phenomenally good looking game coming out possibly next year, city building game. I'll talk to you more about that. War of Rights, I've got a video on that with the new skirmish mode coming out. I've got a video looking at Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and of course I want to do a couple of videos on the fantastic news drop we've had recently about the historical titles that are in the works for Total War as well. So all that to be created, all that to look forward to for you on the channel. And yeah, great to be getting back into the swing of things, and hopefully you are looking forward to it as well. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for putting up with my voice for whatever long it's been, about 15 minutes of me rambling on about a bloody knee operation. I mean, you know what I mean? It's been pretty tough. To walk on my knee has been difficult. I've got I've got a quite small house, so getting your crutches around, up and down the stairs as well, around kids, around toys, is pretty intense. I mean, even going for a shit has been hard work.
Oh, you know what? That's fucking gross, dude. Shame on you.
Really gross.
Shame on you. Whoever made this, fucking shame on you.
You know what I mean? Even going to the bloody toilet for a dump has been difficult times, ladies and gentlemen. So everything that I usually do, I've been taking for granted, really, because like before, I got myself freshened up, I had a shower. It took me 45 minutes to do that. That would literally take me about 10 minutes normally. 45 minutes, to do get myself some lunch, get myself something to eat, go in the toilet, having a shower. These basic things in life, guys, have been really affecting. It's hit me hard in a lot of ways, psychologically. Not like massively, but it's a bit of a wake-up call. So yeah, don't take yourself for granted. These little things you have in life, guys, don't take it for granted, because you never know when things come along where that could be affected. But there you go, a bit of wisdom for you for today, for the end of this video. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, appreciate your time and support as always, and until next time, you take care, and farewell.